Numbering and the counting system in Arabic. Numbering and counting is quite different in Arabic than it is in English. It is a complex process that needs proper mastering. You must follow basic principles and rules to be able to number in Arabic. And in this lesson, we'll look at how to number or count from 1 to 10. The rules for counting from 1 to 10 are summarized as follows. First of all, you need to understand that Arabic numbers from 1 to 10, they follow specific rules, and especially they have gender agreement because Arabic is a gender-oriented language. So there must be certain rules, and these rules must obey the gender agreements in Arabic. As for numbers 1 and 2, the numbers and the object counted must obey one another, must agree in gender. And from 3 to 10, they must be opposite in gender, and they must be plural. Now let's look at these rules properly. Before we start into each of the rules and giving examples, there are some basic terminologies that must be mastered and understood properly. First of all, you need to know what is called adad. And adad is the number or the figure that you are using to count. And this is usually the cardinal numbers that we all have and that we all know. 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. The second is ma'dud. And ma'dud is a term for the counted noun or the counted object. Number 3, Idofah. Idofah means a relationship or a connection between two things. And usually it is used to show possession. Idofah is another topic that we discussed in our subsequent lessons. However, Idofah, which is a linkage or connection between two things, is going to be useful when you are counting from 3 to 10. Now, let's look at numbers 1 and 2. There are 3 basic rules that must be mastered here. 1, you have to know that adad and ma'dud must agree in gender. They must match in gender. In the sense that when you have a masculine noun, your number must also be masculine. A feminine noun, your number must also be feminine. Number 2, the adad, that is the number, must follow the ma'dud sequentially, having the ma'dud first, followed by the adad. Number 3, for dual forms, that is when you are counting two things, you just have to use the normal dual system by adding alif and nun. These 3 basic rules must be well observed. Now let's look at some examples. One student, talibun wahid. Talib, wahid, that's masculine. And for feminine, you have talibatun wahidatun. Talibatun wahidatun. Talib is the ma'dud, while wahid is the number, that is the adad. The same thing applies to taliba. And you can see that they all agree in gender. Talib is masculine and wahid is masculine. Talibatun is feminine and wahidatun is feminine as well. Having understood this, these 2 words answers to the question, Kam taliban fil fasl? How many students are in the class? Now we look at example for dual, that is counting 2 things. He simply said talibani ithnan and talibatani ithnatani. Take note, adding ithnan or ithnatani or wahid and wahidatun are optional. You can simply go by saying talibun, 1 student, talibatun, 1 student, feminine, talibani, 2 masculine students, talibatani, 2 feminine students. You don't necessarily have to add ithnan after the ma'dud. Is optional. Now we look at counting from 3 to 10. The following rules are necessary to be understood. Number 1, your adad, which is the number, must always be in alternate gender, to the ma'dud. Your adad must always be opposite in gender to the ma'dud. For example, if your ma'dud, which is the number you are counting, if it is masculine, then your number will be feminine. And if the ma'dud is feminine, your number will be masculine. Then the second thing that you need to understand is the ma'dud must be indefinite, it must be plural, and it must be in the genitive case. Connected by Idofah, it must be in the genitive case. Caused by Idofah between the added and the ma'dud. Okay, so let's look at some examples. 3, 4, and 5 students, both masculine and feminine. So talib is masculine. Student, 1. The plural is tullab. Now, since we have established that tullab is masculine, then the number will be feminine. So that's why we say ثلاثة طلاب. And the connection between ثلاثة and طلاب is إضافة, which results in طلاب having a كسرة. ثلاثة طلاب. For feminine, you say ثلاث طالبات. طالبات is a plural of طالبة, or single feminine student, and طالبات is a plural. Hence, the number is masculine. So you say ثلاث طالبات. The same thing happens to 4 and 5. أربعة طلاب أربع طالبات. خمسة طلاب خمس طالبات. To test your understanding, try saying 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 students. Masculine separate from the feminine students. Now let's look at some test of understanding. So you are assigned to do the following. You write 5 books in Arabic. 5 books. 7 girls. 10 boys. 8 students male. 6 students female. Now I'm going to give you a word hint for each of these words. Books, kutub, the plural of kitab. Boys, awlad, the plural of walad. Girls, banatun, as the plural of bintun. Write your answers in the comment sections and test your understanding of the course. If you understand and enjoy this lesson, try as much as possible to like, subscribe, and comment.